Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out a compilation of TikToks that says why America is not a great country. So, be sure to leave a like on this video, comment down what you think down below, and subscribe to my channel. So, with all that being said, let's jump right into it. Let's check it out.
Y'all, what the fuck? Y'all can take your kids to Galactic Toys, drop them off at Kid to Kid, and then go next door and buy yourself an AK-47. The land of the free and the home of the...
That was funny. Guns galore,
This wall can't be climbed. This is very, very hard. Plus, it's designed to absorb heat, so it's extremely hot. The wall is, you won't be able to touch it. You can fry an egg on that wall. So it's a very, very hard thing to climb.
Last president. Don't do us like that. This wall is just not as hot as he thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't nothing wild. Yo, what? Did y'all hear that?
If I had to describe Americans in one clip of this. America.
What's something that's clearly a scam, but Americans have been conditioned to believe is normal?
They think the United States is like the best country in the world.
The best.
You guys are like miserable.
Oh.
You don't get paid vacations. You get in debt to study.
Yep.
You have to pay to go to the doctor. Guns, just guns.
That's a good one.
Your prison system sucks. Metal detectors at school, like, not that you have that, but that you need that. Just everything in general. That's, and you call yourself Americans.
These are tough thoughts, man.
American currently living abroad, what is one time that made you realize that America really messed you up?
So I started my new job in the Netherlands. This was 3 years ago, and I was going through the company policy the first week. And I got to the section about leave, and they have a holiday leave, like PTO, and then they had sick leave in two different areas. And I was reading about sick leave, and I turned to my coworker, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, it talks about like the requirements for sick leave and like doctor notes like after 3 days, but how many sick days do we get a year? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how many are they? It doesn't say. She's like, it's just if you're sick, you're out. I'm like, I don't understand. She's like,
this look, I ain't gonna lie. This one right here makes a lot of sense. Sick, just stay home unless people get sick. But you know, capitalism.
It's just if you're sick, you take a sick day. She was confused. I was shocked. There's a moment I realized we're fucked up in America and how we deal with people being sick with work.
The US healthcare system is insane. I just want to start this off by saying that I have really good insurance under my parents' names. And I had to go to the ER in November for a cluster headache that was on day 2 that would not cease after migraine medication, everything that I could take and think of. So I had to go to the ER to make the pain stop because I literally couldn't do anything without shooting pain. Anyways, for the one visit, $34,000.
Dang. What'd she get?
$28,000 is not covered.
That's crazy.
My mom goes, well, when you go to the ER, did you check that they were in network? And I said, it's the same building where I go to my other doctors. I figured it would be in network. She goes, no, Lindsay, sometimes if the ER doctors are not in network, you have to check for the individual doctors.
Crazy.
I'm like, Mom, it's the ER. You think I don't check that before I go? I just...
Actually, also 8,000. That is crazy.
What is one time that made you realize that America really messed you up?
There's a lot. This might have to be a series, but here's the first one that comes to mind.
At Christmas.
It's really two things in one. One night in mid-November, I woke up. I was having really bad chest pains.
It's all gonna be medical.
And I was like cold sweating and everything, all the symptoms of a heart attack. And I was sitting there in my bathroom like, should I call 112 for an ambulance? It's gonna be so expensive. There was a moment I literally thought about riding my bicycle to the hospital because it's about a 10-minute bicycle ride away from my apartment. I called the ambulance in the end. It was completely covered by my insurance. After I had the heart attack in the hospital, it was around 5 or 6 in the morning when I woke up. And I remember the first thing I thought was, I need to get my phone. I have to tell my boss I can't come into work today. I mean, the first thing wasn't like calling my mom. It was literally calling my work because I didn't want to get fired.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to get fired in the Netherlands for that.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
When I was in high school,
I was asked, what language do you speak in England?
How's it going?
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Well, I remember visiting Warner Brothers, and our tour guide, in the beginning of the tour, he asked us where we all were from, and I told him that I was from Turkey. And every single time he would show something or tell us something, he would always say, well, you probably don't have that in Turkey. And I had to correct him every single time. It would be, highways, but you probably don't have that in Turkey. Dumpsters, you probably don't have that in Turkey. Stray cats, you probably don't have that in Turkey. Netflix, you probably don't have that in Turkey. Ellen show, you probably don't have that in Turkey, and stuff like that. Like, where do you think I'm from? What do you think is here? A desert? Do you think we're riding camels? Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So, before having an American driver's license, I only had my Danish one, and I had to use that at a store, at a Walmart. And the cashier looks at my Danish driver's license, and she goes, oh, where are you from? And me, I tell her, oh, I'm from Denmark. And she says, oh, where's that? And I say, it's in Scandinavia. And she goes, oh, where's that? And I tell her, that's in Europe. And she goes, oh, so in Canada.
That was a good one.
I did not know.
Don't do us like that.
How to respond to that.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So when I was in Savannah, Georgia in 2015, I met a guy in a bar from Cleveland, Ohio. And after a short conversation, he asked me where I was from. So I said, oh, I'm Welsh, but I live in London, England, UK. And he was like, oh, wow. Your English is really good for someone that isn't American. No, sorry. I live in England.
That's crazy.
My first language, English.
The second time.
He was like, yeah, I know where England is, but your English is fantastic. How did you learn it so well? I'm like, well, in England, they speak English. That's kind of where the word English comes from.
I said, I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
Imagine living in America. The government. The food. Oh, no, don't do us like this. The culture. It's crazy, because I'm not going to say that America, you know what I'm saying? I like it here. It's nice. It's nice and whatever, you know what I mean? I was born here, raised here. I ain't been nowhere else. I've been to Mexico one time. But you know what I mean? Say the culture is trash. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I'm on the internet. We all on the internet. Rap music, all the stuff that y'all be doing, it's from here. But I you know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, man, let me know what y'all think about this. I enjoy watching these. These are funny to me. I love hearing everybody's opinions. So be sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. But with all that being said, I am Harvey Love, trying to get more culture, because some of this stuff I wouldn't have asked nobody, but you know what I'm saying, the more I start seeing, the dumber I'll look when I finally go overseas. But with all that being said, till next time, God bless.